Yo, what's going on, guys? Clutch back again with another video for you guys, and today is going to be another tactic video for you guys. It's going to be a special one, so make sure you stay tuned. Before we do get into it, if you haven't already, please drop a like on the video. It helps push the videos a ton and helps support me. If you want to leave any comments or anything like that, any questions, just drop them down below. And also, if you can as well, please drop a sub. We are trying to hit that 5k goal, so every single one of you that drops a subscribe button helps a load. Also, if you are interested, it's a bit of a big announcement for me. I have started a coaching Patreon / Discord. Basically the content that's going to be on there it's going to be stuff like coaching sessions, exclusive videos, exclusive game posts, team advice. It's going to be access to me at all times for questions, anything like that. Basically an all-inclusive package to help you guys improve at the game. The tiers go from £5 all the way up to £100, depending on how many coaching sessions and things like that you want. And yeah, so the link is down below if you are interested. If you also just can't find it, comment down below and I'll help you out if you are interested. So yeah, guys, we are going to go into it. It's going to be the 4-3-3-4 today. Not a usual one for us to use, but it is a big one. It is one that basically a lot of people have asked for, so I thought I'd give it to you guys. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. So, defensive style is press after possession loss. As you can see, obviously by the tactics, we are going to be a lot more attacking with this formation. It just isn't as good defensively. Obviously, you don't have any CDMs. You don't have left mid, right mids either. You have wingers, so it is just quite an aggressive formation. So we're going to try and utilise it to its best. We're not going to try and counteract it to make it work in a different way. We want it to be as good as possible at what it's there to do. So like I said, press after possession loss. We've obviously got higher players in the wingers, the striker, the cam, even the midfielders. So we do want them to basically just try and win that ball back high up the pitch before it even gets near our defenders. Now the width is on 45. Now that is because of basically we're just trying to tuck those fullbacks in, try and stop those runs in between the fullbacks and the centre backs, because a lot of the time they are the deadly runs and the runs that can really catch you out. So just tucking those fullbacks in ever so slightly just means that we don't concede those goals anywhere near as often. The depth is on 71. Now that is because we are just trying to play a higher line, and obviously we all know how good the 71 depth is with how they've changed depth this year. Depth basically helps with how you press the ball, and 71 has basically been a bit of a glitched one, I suppose, in the sense of that it is just very strong, and it basically just helps you press the ball as well as you can. Now, build-up play is on fast build-up. Now that is because obviously where we do have so many wide players and players in different areas, we're not as worried about necessarily playing a structured style of play. It is a lot more about just getting bodies forward in central areas, wide areas, and just giving ourselves as many options as possible. Now, why is this the case? It's because we're trying to overload our opponents. We're not playing maybe a slower way, or we're trying to break people down. This is all about getting overloads on sides of the pitch and really try and pick our opponents apart. Now, chance creation is on forward runs. Now, that is the first time I've gone away from direct passing. And it isn't because direct passing isn't still the best. It's because for this formation, I think forward runs works. Because like I said, we are trying to utilise this formation the best that we can. Now, obviously, if you don't know what forward runs does, what it does basically, it pushes your players into deeper attacking areas. Obviously, it does mean you do risk the chance of getting counter-attacked, but that is absolutely fine with how we're trying to play. Because what I do want to do, I want the strikers and the cams in deeper positions. I want those wingers trying to get into the box. I want players overloading this box so we have more attackers in there than defenders, and we can just break our opponents down and try and score a lot of goals. Now, the width is on 40. Now, this is partly ties into what I just spoke about, where I do want my wingers in the box, so I do have them narrower. But also, when we are trying to build up play, I don't want them too wide where we can't build up play. I want them to just come in ever so slightly, just to be a bit more involved with the cams, with the centre mids, with the strikers. Just being involved in that passing plays and the runs and things like that, it just makes the formation play a lot better compared to maybe it being a bit more erratic, where we can't just get the ball in the right areas because maybe they're too wide. They won't make the right runs. Sorry. I just find that if you have a wider width on an already wide formation, you can run into a lot of trouble. Now, the players in the box is on 7. Now, this all kind of ties into what I just spoke about, how I want as many players in the box as possible to really try and overload our opponents. So that's why I have 7 players in the box. And obviously, the corners and free kicks are both on 2 to stop counter attacks as well. Now, we're going to quickly go into a little ad, but see you guys in a sec. Do you want to have an amazing team like this? Well, head over to iggm.com to get the cheapest and most reliable coins on FC24 and use code CLUTCH at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, guys? So we are going to head into the instructions. Didn't mean to do that. So striker is on stay central, getting behind, pretty standard one. Obviously, as you can see, we've got 2 wide centre mids, we've got fullbacks, we've got wingers. We don't need them in wide areas, we need them down the centre. And obviously we have him on getting behind to make those through ball runs, because we all know how good through balls are. Now, I do have these instructions on my left winger and my right winger. So I have both of them on come back on defence, cut inside, get in behind and get into the box for cross. Now, come back on defence is just so when we are defending, they will run back and help. But it doesn't mean that they won't still go forward. They'll still bomb forward. They'll still try and score goals. It just means that when we are defending, we'll have some extra options. Because like I said, this isn't the most defensive formation in the world. So we do want to try and find that extra bit of support where we can find it. Now, cut inside, it kind of ties into what I was just speaking about how we do want our players in narrower positions. And like I said, having them on cut inside is a key part of FIFA for me. I find having my wingers on cut inside helps massively. It helps as well with the fullbacks, with runs they can make. It's just an overall massive W when it comes to FIFA with wingers, having them on cut inside. They just get so much more involved in build-up play and scoring goals just by having cut inside on. Now, getting behind is also absolutely vital to this. Now, that is because we do want them to make those runs in between the fullbacks and the centre-backs, because like I said, as much as we're trying to stop it happen, we're trying to do it to our opponents as much as possible. Get into those areas where it just makes it so hard to defend. And if you have them on cut inside, getting behind, they find that every single time. Also, we do have them on getting to the box for cross. Now, that would be to stop back post crosses and to stop cutbacks. To get cut back post crosses and cutbacks, not to stop them, sorry. So we do want them to try and be in those positions to score as much as possible. Now, our cam. Stay forward, get into the box for cross. We do want our cam on stay forward because he basically ends up playing like a second striker, and he also becomes such an integral part to how we build up play. Generally, when you're using the 4-3-3-4, your cam will dictate a lot of it. He's the link between the midfield and the attack. He's the link between the wingers and the attacker and your striker. It all ends up kind of funneling through your cam. So make sure you have a very good cam. Messi is about as good as it gets for that position, and he's absolutely unreal. So having him on stay forward and getting to the box across is vital as well, because we do want him available for cutbacks and things like that, and just to try and score goals and contribute. Now, we do have both of our centre mids on stay but while attacking cover centre. Like I said, as much as this is a very attacking formation, we want to try and utilise it. There needs to be some form of balance, because we can't only attack. It would be perfect if we could, but unfortunately we can't. So it does mean that we do have to put both of them on stay but while attack cover centre. Obviously, you can still manually trigger runs and you can still make them move however you want them to. But when we aren't controlling them, having them back and helping to basically protect the defence is the best way to go. Even though I do have 2 relatively, not attacking centre mids, one of them definitely is, but 2 good ball playing ones, because they do need to be able to pass the ball around as well. Now, both of our centre backs and our keeper are both on all default instructions, and we do have both of our fullbacks on stay back while attacking. And that is obviously just to help defend and protect our goal as much as we can with this formation. Yeah, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, like I said, please drop a like, drop a comment down below. And if you are interested in the coaching Patreon, link is in the description. And also, you can just put a message in the comments if you are interested and have any questions. See you guys next time. Peace.